Oh, we are in the Cup ARCA. Um, I don't even remember which game it's E4 or E5. I think it's E5. So we got 67 laps. I messed up in qualifying, and my rule is, because I'm running against the AI, is if I mess up qualifying, then I forfeit or take whatever I get, and I just didn't drive it right, and I got loose in 1 and 2 for the tire pressures came up, and they don't use a qualifying setup. So we're just gonna go 67 laps. We're a shotgun on the field. I think a couple of guys had trouble, so I'm 38th instead of 40th. But last time we ended up winning because we had a fast car. Last time we were at Kansas in the Cup Series, and we had a fast car, but using this experimental setup, but we only had, it was only faster than the AI for about half the run, and then they passed us. We had a real long run. I forget if we had a caution in the middle of the, whoa, there's somebody to the right of me. See that? Okay. Well, we're going up here. Yeah, we're hanging it out. And we're fast. I made a couple of adjustments based on what I did during the race. It's one of the things it would do. It was getting, it got too tight. It's just a couple of percent, but it basically made us, instead of a winning car, put us back to third. Even though we were this fast during the, the first half of the run. Yeah, I'm feeling wanting to push up, and I know their car's above me, so gotta feather it. Yeah, I slid. If I got on the gas, I would have hit the wall, but I don't want to hit the wall. It's an aero track. You want to keep the car clean. See, it wants to get, it needs to go faster through the middle. It doesn't like being in traffic. Oh. Hitting the brakes real hard, that's how I'm not wrecking them and stuff. You need to be on the gas there. And if you're in traffic, it's a problem. And of course, as you know, for those of you who don't know, this is championship mode, so the AI are literally the fastest that they could be. But because they are much closer to your speed, it's harder to get around them. Let's see. The nose might come down. Another adjustment. Not looking bad. Still looking a little loose. Basically what I did is I added 2 clicks of front weight, and I took about 3 pounds of air pressure out of the right rear. Sometimes when you do that, the less air pressure hurts you early in the run till the tire pressure, loads up. And Kansas is a track that typically it has a tendency to build tight. Oh, Jesus, right there, even. Okay, we're 2% loose, and I see we're a little bit on the loose side. It's not terrible. It's 1%. but it's probably get worse, you know. It's only a 67 lap race. I could have just thrown it in fourth, probably won just on gas mileage, but I want to race. See, like if like in the older games, I could set the number of laps, and I saw that I was getting 67 laps, you know, I would make it like a 60 lap race. So, you know, gas mileage wasn't a factor. Simple thing. I hope they put that in the new game. That would be nice. Not just arbitrary 50% or 25 laps or 50 laps. You know, if I want to do, you know, 201 laps, I want to be able to set the race for 201 laps. Because you never know what, you know, with gas mileage and shit happens. That's why some races, because of their distance and the gas mileage that cars get, are always gas mileage races, or always not gas mileage races. So there are much fewer of those. Xfinity is the worst. Typically on ×2 Xfinity, you know, you're only 2 laps short in the third stage at like half of the ovals. So it's like, save 2 laps, you can make it to the end. Everybody else is just going balls out, and they all pit, and you win the race. It happens. It's okay. It's part of it. But, you know, when it's that close, you know, and, you know, you're racing with people who don't want to save, or, you know, then just, you know, cut 2 laps off, man. No big deal. .7 is not bad. There's only 30.4s and 5s in practice. That 30.3 was in a league race, and it was a draft lap. I hit faster here, but the game erased everything twice on me, so including records. I think my record here is actually, I think it's a 30 flat. That was when we used to qualify. We used to do single car qualifying. So I worked on it a fair amount. Timing it, when to pick up the gas, is critical. Well, I lost time. I don't even know what. I don't remember being this slow. So I'm handling really, really good. I'm just a little loose. And you notice that I'm 2%, I'm showing 2% loose, so the rear is wearing a little bit more. But I'm almost equal in tire temperature in 3 and 4. And then here in 1 and 2, the right rear is a little hotter, so it's wearing hotter, so I can tighten it up a little bit. What I'd like to do is hit I put a half a pound on the right front, but I'm already at 60 on the right front, so can't do that. Got really good speed, you know, for like real life league racing and such. and we're much closer. I mean, I was out to lunch. I caused 2 or 3 cautions with this setup before I got a handle on it. But we're not in that mode right now. Feels so good. Oop. Yeah, I pushed too hard. See, what I'm doing is instead of getting out of the gas completely, because then it'll just want to spin on you. And this is how a lot of real-life NASCAR setups are, is I'm just feathering it. I'm not getting out totally. And from what I remember from the truck and Xfinity series here at Kansas, is that's how they're driving it. They're not wide open, but they're not really ever completely out of the gas. They're more like you saw there. It's like a little bit, just a blip. Yeah, still too loose. See, so it's building. I have it handling good, but I have it where it's building loose instead of tight. So now I have to back that off a little bit. So when you're loose, you run the apron. The apron tighter each lap. And this is, since we're getting loose, we're actually loose off here. Turn 2 is the issue. So even though we're handling good and we're fast, we have issues and we have to address them. See, right there, like in that nook in the corner, yeah, I am holding my breath through there. Right there, and you can see we're 250 and 228 on the right side tire temperatures, and that's borderline. It's gonna want to come up around on me, but I'm aware of it, so I'm trying to deal with it. And that's 3% loose. Yeah, it's a lot looser than it was in practice, but that's why we run the races. And you know, I might figure this thing completely out offline, and then go into a league race and have it be, you know, too tight, or have it be even looser. You just gotta be prepared for it. So when you're working on a setup's never really ever done. It's just the best it can be at that moment in time, and you gotta run it where you're running it. You know, if you run sliders and you do pit adjustments, if you run custom, and you want to get faster because you're tired of finishing 10th in your league and you want to finish better, win some. There's no substitutes for laps, but when you make a setup, or even if you get handed a setup, they rarely are okay, here's the setup, go, and then you go and win the race. Typically it doesn't work like that, especially 5 years on the game. Everybody's got decent setups, and the guys who run sliders, there's guys that, most of that stuff figured out. So everybody's a lot faster than they were than if we were in the first year of the game. And because of that, the gap between the slowest guys and the fastest guys is less. So you end up with a lot of races that are more like a Formula One race, where, the fastest guy is going to be leading, and the second fastest guy is going to be chasing right behind him, and the third fastest guy will be behind him, so on and so forth down the line. And then there's just circumstance. I applaud the guys that, kind of get that, and they run leagues that have certain rules that kind of give everybody a chance. You know what I'm saying? That's all smoke. I don't know, caution there. Well, I can't believe, well, you know what, I shouldn't, because I also, in addition to championship settings, I do have a, the auto hard on, as I discussed in the last time we faced here. Yeah, what that does is if I get faster, then they get faster. So I think that's what we're dealing with. Because I'm certainly not slow. I'm pretty much fast enough to be leading at this point, or at least be in the top 3 for my old league. I think the guy who ran, who we were all chasing, the 2 guys, I think 31.5 is about the slowest that they ran the whole run. And I'm here, but I'm also, we didn't run times 1. I'm in traffic now, so it's stopped. I'm not going to be fast. But I am faster through the turns. It's weird that I'm faster through the turns than I was, but I'm still not putting the lap times up. I notice that sometimes, you know. And, you know, people are, oh, the odometer is hooked into the gearing. It's basically the same as in real life. It's a very simple math kind of thing. You know, the diameter of the tires don't change. The only thing that changes is the rear end gear and the gearing, and then the physics. So the physics doesn't change the miles per hour. That's true. But I have noticed that there's a little discrepancy in times. You know, I could be winning a race and have a slower time sometimes, especially online. And I think that has to do with sync issues. Everybody in the lobby is not synced up. You know, you can have one guy off, and how the game, you know, puts that lobby together has an overall effect on the lobby. Grip level, timing, etc. I've raced too many online races to not notice, some things like that in certain lobbies. We had a Kansas race that I was all set to win. We had a huge lag issue. I was up at top and restart. I was going to pass the lead. I was in second. I think I restarted third. And then all of a sudden, guys are flying all over the place. And bottom line is I ended up finishing 10th because we didn't stop the race there or restart the lobby. We attempted to work through it. And so we attempted restarts, and even though I restarted in second, we had lag issues. So we did that 2 or 3 times, and I ended up going all the way back to 10th. And our rules at the time were not, like they were later. So I ended up, having a terrible race that I should have won. I should have at least finished second in that race, but because of the way things went down with the lag. But yeah, life sucks. I am way far back. I don't remember being this slow. These are the kind of things that kind of make me go, I mean, look how fast I am here. I'm 174, 2/3 of the way through the run, 37 lap tires. I'm still hitting 190 entering. I mean, look how much I'm gaining in the turns on these guys. Whoa. Yeah, that would have been a premature pit stop. We really need to do something. Yeah. Look at that stuff. 39 laps. Got to pit. I'm all gonna make it worse. Everybody has to pit. Laps. Okay, what are we doing? We're gonna try that. So I want weight on the right front. I'd rather have tire pressure, but, and this might screw up our race totally, but we'll see. So I'd rather wait, but even if I'm a lap down, I can make up a lot of ground, so I'm not slow. Now that they're slowed down on old tires. But watch, now a caution will come out right now, and I'll force me to stay out. I just want to lap out. Where's the leader? Ryan Newman is up there about pit road. Okay, I feel it. I don't know if I like the feeling of the weight on the nose. Oh, that was better. Pretty sure I would have went around if I was without that wedge. I'm trying to... I have to be in front of the leader. My race is totally screwed. I don't remember having this much issue here last time. And I was slower. I had to go a lot slower than that wreck every lap. Here I'm going, kind of balls out. Yeah, tire pressure. So tire pressure's up. What are we doing? 255, 264. Let's see what's next lap. It's 30.5 though. We're probably running about 31 twos. We should be pitting about 10 to go. 7 to go. Somewhere in there. See, I'm 180, man. I'm flying. See, what's happening is, and this is a thing with, okay, there's, shit. I have to stay out. I have to stay out to get back on the lead lap. Look how far down I am. See? So now I'm on the lead lap, and I have the potential to not finish 31st. But finishing, better than I was running is kind of out the window now. I didn't look. Yeah, I thought he was going to come up on me. No, that's not going to help. I got to pass as many guys as I can. just touched going. That's how you dive bomb. Stay low. Okay, I was 248 and 248 off of 2. Because I'm not really paying attention because I'm driving. Now the 272 and 260 off of 3 and 4, that's much better. But if you notice, you're still building loose. So you might be able to adjust a little bit more. This is about the best setup I've had at Kansas for driving overall speed. You know, other than qualifying. I always talk race setup. Because I'm like, if you can't go to the end of the run on gas on your tires, then you don't have a setup. You have a qualifying setup. I know a lot of people who just build, you know, the fastest setup and expect cautions, and a lot of times they don't get them, they cause their own. And they're fast, 2-3 faster a lap sometimes, but they can only go like 20, 30 laps at a time, 10 or 15 laps before they slow down significantly. It's probably a bad idea. Traffic. Harvick, that'd be great, but I'm not going to. These laps are killing me. Oh, not bad. Let's see if I can buy these guys now. Yeah, almost. Oh, that was very sketchy. Have to go, because the further back we are, why is Jones next to me? I should be back on the lead lap. How am I still a lap down? Oh, I'm first a lap down. Well, we would have been like 7th. Somebody didn't pit, I think, is the issue. In which case, I might actually have a chance of maybe winning. No, they're gonna pit late. If anything, they're gonna pit late, and they'll only be on pit road a short time, and I want to time to get by them. They should have pitted. Watch the replay. Because the only way you don't get your lap back if you don't pit is if one of the leaders stays out. Somebody stays out. So I'm catching these guys, and I wasn't catching them before, so I'm thinking these guys all stayed out. So if everybody in front of me stayed out, and they spent enough time on pit road, I'm only, I can't tell, but you see the leader is up there, right? So I'm much closer to the leader, but physically closer to him. And that works in my favor. I love you, Boyer, but you're being a pain in the ass right now. I might have hit the limit of moving forward. Then again, Boyer's just running exactly where I need to be, which is slowing me down. Can't hold on over there. I Hail Married that and everything. They still couldn't pass him. If Boyer was moving forward, that would probably help. See how fast, but I can't take advantage of it. Maybe. Sorry. Aw, come on! If that happened to me, I'd be so fucking slow. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to side that. I don't want to touch him. Ah, took the air off our spoiler, so that ain't gonna work. We're only 1% loose at this point, which is better than the last one. We still need to tighten it up a little bit. And we lost ground to Newman, so even if they pit, I don't think we're close enough. I don't think we're in the ballpark. We're not gonna stop trying though. Loose. Well, we learned something when we start off in a better position next time. Oh, you only got 2 laps in, so nobody's pitting. That's it. I'm 18th. Wow, suckiest race of the year. I should have waited. See, if I just waited 5 laps. That was so loose, though. I don't know why it's so loose. I started this race basically with this setup with 59.50 on the right front, 60 on the right rear. Not this race. The last race that I was too tight, too loose. And a 53.5 wedge. I wrecked 3 times. I put it up to a 53.9. And I don't know. I'm like, wow. You know, I know I'm not feeling 100%, but I'm missing something. I'm missing something here I did not expect. Wow, that was just terrible. I shouldn't say that. I know better than that. I should have thrown it in 4th and stayed on the lead lap. And when the caution came out, because I was running, what, 6th in line? Just a lap down. That could have been a 6th place finish. Well, my bad. Yep. Did everything we could there. Yep. See, we were fast. Just not a bit. Had the fastest lap. So basically what happens is the AI, they might start out slower than you or faster than you, but they will slow down, and they typically slow down more than you do in a custom setup when you're fast. So you end up being the one that stays fast as the race goes on. But these guys with this championship mode and stuff, yeah, they don't fall off as much. So it's a much bigger, it's much harder. That's okay. I want it to be harder, but I thought I had it. I knew a caution was going to come out as soon as I pitted. And then if I stayed out, it probably wouldn't have come out at all. But you know what? I probably would have gotten a better finish than 18th. So that's the strategy. Is, you got to wait. You got to be patient. You got to figure out how to hold on to it. So that's on me. But anyway, thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, ask me questions, anything. And we'll see you next time. In this series, we'll be at Kentucky next.